Complications of Merck Company's Drug Viax by Doug Brooks, Iggy Schmidt, Jeff Guerreri, and Michael McCarthy. Merck is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their mission is to provide innovative, distinctive products and services that save and improve customers' lives. Merck delivers their health solutions through prescription drugs, vaccines, biological therapies, animal health, and consumer care products. Merck is operated in four segments: pharmaceutical, animal health, consumer care, and alliances. Merck began as a drugstore in Germany by owner Frederick Merck in 1668. The store was a family-ran business handed down by generations until Emanuel Merck built a chemical pharmaceutical factory in 1816. Merck was first established in the United States in 1891 by George Merck, who built the company in New York. Today, the company has over 50,000 employees in 120 countries and 31 factories worldwide. 40% of the human health product sales are generated outside the United States. Merck spends over $2 billion every year on pharmaceutical research and development. Merck is known for many popular drugs such as Viax, a painkiller for arthritis, Zocor, a drug to lower cholesterol, Pepcid, an ulcer medication, Fosamax, a treatment and prevention of osteoporosis, and many more.
On May 20th, 1999, the FDA approved Merck's application to market Viax, a new arthritis pain reliever. The effort to create a successful drug at Merck was no small task. Not only did the company need to develop, test, and receive approval for a new product, it also needed to make sure the drug was successfully marketed to the right consumers. By the end of 1999, over 5 million prescriptions had been written for Viax and had been launched in 47 countries. Viax was stronger than existing medications, while easier on the stomach than established inflammatory drugs such as naproxen. Viax became one of the most prescribed drugs in history. The Viax launch went particularly well, and Merck splashed its successes across the front page of its annual report with the lead, Viax, our biggest, fastest, and best launch ever. New Viax sales came at an important time for Merck. The exclusive patents to 4 major drugs were scheduled to expire in 2000 and 2001. The company faced plummeting revenues once generic equivalents entered the market. According to one industry analysis, Viax was Merck's savior, or what seemed to be. Although internal teams were raising questions about the safety risks associated with Viax in early 2000, the company's first quarter financial statements cited Viax for leading sales growth within the company and touted as its fastest growing prescription arthritis medicine in the United States. In 2001, however, safety concerns about the drug were becoming public. Merck received information about results from a clinical trial it was conducting that included findings of increased risk of heart attacks among Viax users who had been using the medication for over 18 months. 3 years later, on September 30th, 2004, Merck pulled Viax off the market. The acting commissioner of the FDA commended the action, stating Merck did the right thing by promptly reporting these findings to the FDA and voluntarily withdrawing the product from the market.
Since the withdrawal of Viax in 2004, Merck has enjoyed a strong comeback. According to CNNMoney.com, in 2007, Merck's stock was up 12% and shares were up 16% from its pre-Viax days, which made it the second best performing big pharmaceutical company in the S&P 500 behind Schering-Plough. Loyal customers who held stock through its darkest days are now better off than they were before the Viax withdrawal. Gutsy investors who bought stock near its post-Viax days in 2004 have doubled their money. In recent years, Merck has been dealing with patent expirations, which means that generic drugs are beginning to enter the market. Generic drugs typically cause revenues of name brands to drop about 80%. To prepare for the loss of revenue, Richard Clark, CEO, stated that they would have a multi-billion-dollar cost cut, shutting down manufacturing plants and eliminating 7,000 jobs. In 2010, they eliminated 12,645 positions and hired 6,500 more. This reduced its workforce to 91,000 as of June 30th. Merck plans to cut another 12,000 to 13,000 jobs by late 2015. They claim this restructuring will create an additional 1.3 to 1.5 billion in annual cost savings, which will be used toward R&D. According to Mr. Clark, our broader portfolio and pipeline, greater presence in global markets, and customer-centered commercial model should enable us to achieve a sustainable performance and growth in both developed and emerging countries. Merck expects their global reach will be a key contributor to their long-time performance. They are the second leading pharmaceutical company in Latin America, where the company markets 6 of the 20 most widely sold medicines in the region. Since 2007, Merck has increased the number of sales reps in China by approximately 90% to about 3,000 today, which is the largest pharmaceutical sales force in the country. Merck's current portfolio consists of newer brands like Januvia, NuvaRing, Janumet, and mature brands like Zocor and Claritin. Januvia and Janumet are already generating more than $200 million in sales from emerging markets and are the second largest brand in Korea and India among oral diabetes medicines. Merck anticipates that sales from emerging markets will grow more than 25% of the company's total pharmaceutical and vaccine sales by 2013, based on the implementation of the company's emerging market strategy. Since the withdrawal of Vioxx in 2004, Merck has introduced many new products to the market, many of which have seen very profitable results. Merck's new marketing strategy, which focuses more on the global market in developed and emerging countries, has helped catapult Merck to one of the leading pharmaceutical companies in the world.
The withdrawal of Vioxx caused Merck to lose a drug that accounted for $2.5 billion in sales, accounting for about 11% of the company's total revenue in 2003. Vioxx contributed even more to the company's overall net income. Analysts estimate that sales of Vioxx contributed $1.2 billion, or 18%, to Merck's $6.59 billion net income in 2003. The scene on Wall Street was even worse for the company. On the day of the withdrawal, Merck's shares dropped $12.07, a 27% decline in value, down to $33 per share, which was the company's lowest closing price in 8 years. Representing 3.27% of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, Merck's withdrawal caused a 0.6% decrease in the Dow. In addition, Merck had informed analysts that the company was likely to take a charge against earnings in the second half of 2004 of between $700 and $750 million because of the Vioxx withdrawal, causing Merck's annual earnings to decline by 50 to 60 cents per share. The charge against earnings would be taken into account for the cost of customer returns of pills, lost future sales, and obsolete inventory associated with the withdrawal. Even though Merck experienced some detriments with the withdrawal of Vioxx, Merck was able to create a successful turnaround thanks to cost-cutting, new products, and a savvy legal strategy. Investors who bought Merck stock near its post-Vioxx bottom in November 2004 have doubled their money. Merck realized that losing exclusive control over name-brand drugs, such as Zocor and Fosamax, that revenue would decrease about 80%. Merck's answer to this was to lower organizational costs. This was achieved by cost-cutting, shutting down manufacturing plants, and eliminating jobs. Merck found a way, even with the negative publicity from Vioxx, to increase buyers' willingness to pay through new and existing products. Vaccine sales increased $3.9 billion to $4.3 billion, or by 10.3%. Merck experienced an increase of 10.7% in the sale of Fosamax.
Merck's strategic inflection point was when Merck withdrew Vioxx. Since this point, Merck has done a complete turnaround and has bounced back to a top global healthcare company worldwide. They have produced several profitable products and lowered organizational costs by shutting down factories and cutting jobs. Their reputation and loyalty has risen back up while their sales have increased majorly. They continue to spend millions in research and development to produce innovative medicines, vaccines, biological therapies, consumer health, and animal products. Merck is aiming to be the best healthcare company in the world, and they are dedicated to provide leading innovations and solutions for tomorrow.